Hello and welcome. Barack Obama and his Republican rival Mitt Romney are back on the campaign trail. The mayor of New York declares that he's backing President Obama for re-election. Michael Bloomberg, a former Republican but now a political independent, says that Superstorm Sandy helped him make up his mind. Now for some more news from the UK. A report on this summer's controversial GCSE English results says that pressure on schools to achieve good grades led to over-generous marking of coursework by teachers. Ofqual, the exams regulator for England, says that external examiners had to raise grade boundaries as a result. Here's our education correspondent, Rita Chakrabarti. It's time for the newspaper review. This is where Aaron and I take a look at the stories making headlines around the world. Let us your problem with the word T-shirt. Perhaps you could learn something
we should
from
put
the
elephant in. Apparently it speaks South Korean. Oh.
We are joined by Ralph Silver, who's about to get in the middle just to stop us from beating each other up. Serious. Come on. Now, let's talk about what's happening. The Guardian front page. Michael Bloomberg backing Liberal now. He's even almost shifting to the left now. So what does this endorsement do?
It's money. Money in trucks driving towards New York.
I was talking to some colleagues in New York just yesterday and anything like that. They're getting worried that if this...
to a lot of people, residents there, and they've just said the community's really come together and they're absolutely determined to get this city back on track. So it's good news at the moment.
Of course, the whole election, though, with the fact of we're starting to get numbers out today, but we're seeing better manufacturing, etc.
Absolutely.
Bank of England, because I think Mervyn King's going to be quite pleased to be getting out of the job soon. It's been criticised. Now, centralised and hierarchical. It paid too little attention to a possible bank failure in 2008. This is our central bank. It's the UK central bank. This is being heavily criticised.
Biggest expert. You talk to a lot of people in the industry. I mean, when we talk about did the Bank of England drop the ball? Like the problem in your first answer, you'll say start looking at central banks that are run by, well, non-bankers.
Here,
not
every banker is the devil. Let me write that
down. Next door, I'm going to take the Irish Times story because Aaron can't speak. The Taoiseach...
The Taoiseach
says that Merkel is to help formulate an Irish debt relief deal. So Ireland's coming back to the markets. Lessons are to be learned.
Absolutely. But always very low.
Huge incentive.
But it's not necessarily the answer for Greece or Spain or Portugal.
Ireland go back to the markets. We're talking about going back to the international money. It relies on confidence outside towards Ireland, right? So do you think...
The corporate tax, just to mention, it's 12.5% and Germany wants that raised.
They do want to raise...
You do that? Putin!
Done.
Let's cut away.
I like to make it clear you two are getting older.
You'll go reverse, right?
I get younger.
Quickly, let's talk about the
elephant. I know you're desperate to talk about the elephant. So we spoke about a whale that was mumbling, and we reckoned that it was mumbling, let me out of here. The elephant's now saying, sit!
Do you want to hear it? Let's have a listen.
Annyeong means hello, and choa, which I think is what we were hearing, means good.
But I have to...
I think you could learn something.
I could learn.
Perhaps from...
Let him say that Irish thing.
Taoiseach.
Taoiseach.
Oh,
thanks, Ralph.
It's always a pleasure having you with us. Thanks very much. We enjoyed that. That was good fun. Thanks for joining us on BBC World. Aaron and I see you very soon. See ya.